Good morning, traders. It's about 8:30 here on Monday, November 23rd, the week of Thanksgiving. And I made a video this weekend, or released it this weekend, about the magic number for your day trading cash account. There was a small error. It made only a slight difference, but I just wanted to correct it and hopefully clear things up. So this is the magic number for day trading a small cash account, take two. So we're day trading with a cash account. And the objective is to always have funds available to trade no matter what time or market session you're in. So that includes three different sessions: the pre-market, the intraday, and the aftermarket. The problem is it takes 2 business days for cash to settle, and you can only buy and sell with settled cash. That's an important distinction because you can still buy with unsettled funds, but you'll get a good faith violation if you try to sell early without that. And that's just not a good idea to do, because if you buy a share of a stock or shares of a stock, if the trade goes against you, you want to be able to get out. So just make sure you have settled cash. If you don't, just wait for the next session. So the solution is to first decide how many trades you want to take each session. So my animation screwed up here a little bit, but it still works. So there's 3 sessions per day. We have the pre-market, intraday, and aftermarket. And for me, I like to take 2 trades during each of those sessions. Now, where I screwed up on the previous video was that I counted from the first pre-market session, right? But I realized quickly that that's actually using previously settled funds, because the funds don't settle until around 7 a.m. or so during each pre-market session. So if I'm taking a trade at 4 a.m., I must be using previously settled funds. So the cycle really starts on the first intraday. You can really start this on any day, but let's just say, for instance, this is Monday, and we've already traded in the pre-market with previously settled funds from the week before. So now we have funds settled from 2 days ago that popped up between that pre-market trade and the intraday, like I said before, around 7 a.m. So now we have like half of our total funds available to trade the next 3 sessions, essentially, right? And then and that includes pre-market of day 2. Now, the next half of our funds we can use to take trades during the intraday of day 2, the aftermarket of day 2, and even the pre-market of day 3 from 4 a.m. to, say, like 7 a.m. when your funds are going to settle again, and the whole cycle starts over again. So the calculation for how many total trades that you want to take in each of those cycles is, let me see here. So that 6 is the number of sessions, right? So intraday, aftermarket, pre-market, intraday, aftermarket, pre-market. That's 6 sessions. I want to take 2 trades per session. You might want to take 1. You might want to take 4, whatever. So that'll change that number. And so, of course, I come up with 12. And that means that my position size is going to be 100% of my account divided by the total number of trades that I want to take. And I can do 100%, not half, because I counted for the full cycle, the 2 days. So that comes up to about 8%. It's a little more than 8%, but you can only put in a whole number. So if I trade 8% of my account, I should always have funds settled available for any session. The only caveat to that is that even though this works in theory, you might have to tweak it sometimes, because here I show you 12 times 8 is 96%, right? So we're only using 96% of our account for each session, or sorry, each 2-day period. But if you make, like, say, a big gain in one day or on one trade, like say around more than 4%, you're probably going to have a problem where 8% of your new buying power is going to be more than the settled cash you have in your account, because your buying power is based on your profit and loss, not settled cash. So it takes time for the settled cash to catch up. So if you have a big win, you just want to check before the next session, do a quick calculation, use that number you already came up with, like in my case it would be 8%, and see, okay, how many trades do I have left before the next fund settled? And then calculate, okay, if you have 4 trades left, for example, then calculate, well, if I take 4 trades with 8% of this current buying power, is that number greater or less than the settled cash in my account? And obviously, if that number comes out greater than your settled cash, you're going to have to reduce your position size, probably just by 1, maybe 2%. Depends on how big your other wins are. But that would be actually a good thing because it's because you had a big win. But if you don't want to deal with that, you can always, instead of using the percent size, where I had like 100% in that equation, just put your cash amount when you do this calculation, whatever your settled cash is, or sorry, whatever your buying power is when you first do this calculation. And then it should, that whatever number you come up with, instead of 8%, it'll be a dollar amount. You can use that dollar amount for at least 2 days. If not, you might want to just stretch it out for the week and then update it at the end of every week by redoing that calculation just with your new buying power, whatever it may be at the end of the week. And then you won't have to worry about, do you have enough funds settled after a big win? So either way, I still prefer to do the percent thing. I don't mind just checking after I have a big win if I have enough funds. So hopefully this helped and cleared up any confusion from the previous video. Let me know if you have any comments or questions below in the comment section. And have a great day and hope you guys are trading well. Take care.